Hey there, my name's Anna. I work out at Raven Run Nature Sanctuary, and I'm here to talk to you all about some of the critters we have here in the bluegrass. So we're here today to talk about one of my favorite animals that we have out at the park, the Virginia opossum. So this little guy is Kentucky's only marsupial. In fact, it's the only marsupial in the whole United States, which if you don't know what a marsupial is, or you're not quite 100% sure, it's basically like a kangaroo, any type of animal that has a pouch that it keeps its young in until they're old enough to kind of venture out into the world on their own. So when a little baby possum is born, it's like this big. It's the most tiniest little baby you could imagine. And then they spend the next little while in their mama's pouch until they're old enough to climb out. And then a lot of the times they'll be riding around on her back for the next little while. So she still kind of keeps them safe. So they're pretty cute. Not only are they cute, but they fulfill a really important role in the ecosystem. Nobody likes ticks, not a single person in this world. No matter how much you love nature, you probably hate ticks. But don't worry, because the possum is here to help. These guys are little tick-eating machines. They will cruise across your yard, collect all the ticks in it on their fur, and then actually pick them off and eat them, which sounds really gross, but works out pretty well for us. Another thing that's cool about these guys is that they actually have basically an opposable thumb on their feet, which is what we have, and that's what lets us grab things really well. So they're able to grab and hold on to things really well compared to a lot of other small mammals. In fact, you've probably seen pictures of them like hanging off trees and that kind of thing. And they can do that, although not quite as well as you might see in the cartoons. A lot of the times you'll see that picture of a possum hanging from its tail upside down by a tree. And by the time possums get as big as this guy, they're really too heavy to do that. So you might see a baby possum hanging off a tree by its little tail, but a big adult possum like this is probably a little bit too heavy. When they're confronted by a predator or something else that might be kind of scary for them, they will play dead. And what it basically actually is they sort of faint or pass out for a little short period of time. It's not necessarily voluntary. You know, we think that they're kind of play acting dead, but they actually just kind of freeze up for a moment. And then when the predator leaves, they'll kind of regain consciousness. So it's a pretty effective method for them. If you think about it, most predators are not going to be super interested in eating an animal that suddenly falls over when they go to try and capture it. So while a lot of us think possums are pretty awesome, not everyone is a huge fan. After all, they're not maybe the cutest animal. They have a tendency to do things like get into our garbage cans and maybe even up on the porch and get into some cat food. But they are a very important part of our ecosystem, and they provide a vital role in controlling ticks and other pests that can actually hurt us and cause real damage. So in conclusion, if you see one of these guys out and about, just let him mind his business. He's just out there cruising around, eating ticks for you.